Hi, I'm Chef Steve Samson from Rossoblu restaurant in downtown Los Angeles. And today, Edible LA has invited me to do something a little different, kind of a hodgepodge of Italian, Japanese, to create pomodori ripieni with Koshihikari Japanese rice. Even though my restaurant is Northern Italian, I find there are a lot of similarities between Japanese and Italian cooking philosophy. Casalinga, which means home style. This isn't complicated food. It's very simple food, but sometimes the simple things are the hardest to do well. So I'm gonna use a restaurant cheat code and par cook this rice so it doesn't take as long to cook inside the tomato. What we have here is this wonderful Koshihikari rice from Japan. It's a wonderful short grain rice, starchy, really umami flavored. With this, we're just trying to simulate a classical risotto preparation where we cook the onions down until they're soft. Then we add the rice and toast the rice a little bit. Then we add our liquid and kind of stir it up to kind of release the starches and make sure it doesn't stick on the bottom. So now you can see that the rice is really dried out. You can see each individual kernel and it's ready to cool down. So now I'm just gonna spread this thinly onto a plate. We do at the restaurant is we give little indentations in it so that we're really increasing the surface area, because at this point we want to stop the cooking process. So we're going to get this into the refrigerator and cool it down. While the rice is chilling, we're going to start prepping our tomatoes. So we have these beautiful beefsteak tomatoes. They're heirloom from the Santa Monica Farmers Market. I think intuitively you would probably cut off the top from this side, but all the recipes I've seen, the old Italian nonnas, do it from the other side. I think the practical reason is with the core of this tomato on this top part, it'll stand up nicer and it'll cook better. And it'll also, this core will also hold the tomato together while it bakes. The one thing I kind of want to get rid of is I don't want to use the seeds as much as the rest of the tomato. So I'm going to kind of squeeze out these seeds. This is a stuffed tomato dish, so in order to stuff it, we have to hollow it out first. Just with a spoon, I'm going to kind of go around the tomato, and I want to leave just the outermost shell of the tomato and save all this internal part of the tomato, and we're not going to waste that for sure. That's going to be used. All right, so all these spare tomato parts that we've accumulated now are going to go into this mixing bowl to create what we're going to combine with the rice mixture to cook these tomatoes. It smells like basil, tomatoes, olive oil, oregano. It's just like, it's like being in Italy. So our tomato mixture is blended nicely. The traditional part of this dish is the tomato being roasted on a bed of potatoes. We have these little Yukon Gold potatoes, and I'm just gonna slice them really thinly. I'm gonna just mix in a little bit of the tomato water mixture, just to give them some seasoning. Now that our little gratin dishes are lined with potatoes, our rice mixture's cooled, our tomatoes shells are seasoned, we're gonna make the stuffing. I'm just gonna add my rice into the liquid mixture, and I do want the mixture to be slightly wet. The filling is thick, but it still has enough liquid, because you want this rice to absorb all that liquid. It's just gonna give it a really delicious flavor. This is some pecorino romano. The Italian word for sheep is pecora. So when you hear pecorino, it just means it's a sheep milk cheese. Pecorino romano means it's a pecorino from Rome. So it's got a nuttiness, lots of salinity, great umami, and it's just gonna go really well with this dish. This is my added thing. If I wanted to keep this dish vegan, I would not add the cheese, and it would be perfectly delicious. I've actually served this at the restaurant for vegan guests. I'm gonna fill these up about 2/3 of the way. Put a little bit, these cubes of smoked provolone. So we're just gonna put it in the middle there, so when you cut into this, you get that nice little smoky surprise. So these are ready to go into the oven. We're gonna cook them at about 350 degrees for about 30 minutes. You really want them just to cook until the potatoes are cooked through and the rice is cooked through. And with the power of movie magic, 30 minutes goes by, just like that. These tomatoes look beautiful. I am gonna garnish this with this beautiful fresh basil that I stole from my neighbor's plant this morning. Can't go wrong with food like this. The sweetness from the tomato and the umami from the rice. And the edge of the rice is crispy, but the center is kind of soft and starchy with the basil and the olive oil really just tastes like end of summer, like you're on a beach on the Amalfi Coast. Delicious. Thank you so much for watching and buon appetito.